Howdy, folks. Hope everybody is well on this fine Saturday. Friday for me. There we go. Right, if anyone's got any specific predictions, let me know in the chat. Let me know your thoughts on the game. I just need to get the game up myself. So there was one noticeable change. No changes to the Broncos starting lineup, interchange or reserve. Only change for the Roosters from yesterday, or when they reduced the squad, was Fouquetti starts over Radley, who drops to the bench. Maybe for impact later on, maybe something like that. So we will see. We will see how that goes. But yeah, if you've got your own specific predictions, do let me know in the chat. But I hope everyone's well. I tell you what, I did not see the game this morning, so I don't know the result. I'm going to find out very soon. Where are we? There we are. Oh, damn. Oh, no. I was incorrect. Great. Okay, well, there's still a bit left of the game up. 5 minutes left. 38-10. Oh, my God. Yeah, so safe to say I was wrong with that one. Let's take a look at how the game went. Sin bins, great. Okay, so first try from the Dragons. Then there was a try from Brian Kelly from the Titans. Then the Dragons. Then the Dragons. So the Dragons in 31, 35, and 37 minutes. Then they came up with a try 2 minutes into the second half. Great. Then they scored again. Then the Titans responded. Yeah, so 1 for 1 so far in the weekend. Fantastic. Great. Not disappointed with that at all. Well, yeah, if you've got your own predictions, obviously put in your vote and let me know. Just seeing the back end of the Dragons versus Titans game. I just 1 8 out of 8. I managed to get one every year in the 2 years I've done it. I just want more. I might do a bit more streaming when the new game comes out. I might do some more video game streams. Possibly I'll do that on Twitch, try and build a platform over there, but we'll see. Still a while till the game comes out, so no rush yet. I've been trying to stream on both Twitch and YouTube. My PC messes up every time I do it because it's using double the equipment or power to stream on both. There are services you can pay for where you only send a specific amount to that one application and then it sends it to both or multiple streaming platforms. So I might have to invest in that. What do I think about that? Dragons make it 40, we'll see. They probably won't be trying too much for it. Just drill the ball through for the group. I've not been able to see him play properly yet. So if anyone's got any opinions on him, do let me know. Morning, sports fans. Good morning, fellas. Seb and Paul. Good to see you. So I was very wrong with the Dragons Titans, but it's alright, we move on. Oh, hang on a minute. Campbell. Opportunity for the Titans. They're still going. It's the fourth. Brimson. Bang! The Titans are in, and the comeback's on with 1.5 minutes to go. Maybe not. Hull Cow versus Wigan tonight. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Not far off 6.2k subscribers. That would be very spicy. I also heard back from a club yesterday about helping with the fundraiser. They have seen my response. They messaged me at 5 o'clock. I responded at like 9ish during the stream last night. They have seen it. They have not yet responded to it. And given that all the stuff is going to happen on... all the stuff's going to happen on Sunday... I kind of need him to get a move on with the response. And I also need him to like tweet about it and post about it because I need it to pick up more stuff. Don't really want to watch KR tonight. Why is that? Is that like a... it's making me sick kind of feeling, or like you're too nervous for it, that kind of thing? Because I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Just have a good time. What you waiting for? You want to get one life. First time I've sang on this channel. There you go. Congrats. I'll have to watch back as much as I can of the Dragons Titans, see where I all went wrong. It's still a 22-point gap. Dragons up to 7th. Bulldogs have a comfortable gap at the top. Oh yeah, they're on a bye this weekend, I just realised. Do you watch the darts? Not really, if I'm honest. I appreciated the hype, but I never really got into it, even with all the hype. Like, if it's on, there's nothing else to watch, I'll watch it. If Luke's on in the pub, sure, I'll watch it. Local boy to me. Should have seen how I felt on Thursday, round 1 versus Wigan. I was excited, shitting it, and we won. Yeah, it's one of those special sporting days. Somehow you just pull out those results that you don't expect. You get them once in a blue moon. They just happen. Quality. Right then, the Dragons get it done against the Titans, and they mess up my predictions. Great. Need to make those stream highlights videos after this, I think. Need to make sure I'm up to date with it. Normally a bit too slow with those. Need to be quicker. Need to be quicker and on it. Right. We are a few minutes out from kickoff, not too far. If anyone's got any specific predictions, do let me know. I'm going to be yawning quite a bit. I'm going to try not to yawn. We'll see how it goes. Have to make yourself some decent lunch after this. What do I do? That is the question. Are you going to be showing the game, bro? I am not. Due to copyright reasons, I will not be allowed to show the game. What I could do, because I've got it on my PC, what I could do is, if I allow desktop audio, you guys could probably hear the game. If I just keep it kind of quiet, I could do that. If people wanted me to do that, I could try and do that. If not, I'll just use me. Oh, the F1 practice. I didn't look at the F1. Let's see how it went, shall we? Hang on a minute, what's all this about? I'm confused. I don't know. I am confusion. So we're about to get underway very shortly, folks. Any second now. Right then. We're underway, folks. Here we go. Broncos kick off to the Roosters. I do have the Broncos to win by 1-12, I believe. 13 plus. That's right. Broncos to win 13 plus. That was my prediction. So, plenty of players, defenders in the tackle, pushing the Roosters back. It's now with Crichton. Takes the next carry for the Roosters over the 20. Now shifting right. Siwa Wong takes it just short of the 30. 30 seconds in. Third tackle. Roosters up to the 30. Now Fahu White. Strong carry so far this season. Looked good for New Zealand in the Pacific Championships last year. Takes it up to the 40. Connor Watson at dummy half. They're glad to have him back this week. I believe he was out last week, if I'm not mistaken. He was out some week recently. Now on the last, so with Savala, we'll see how he gets on tonight without, or instead of Chad Townsend, I should say, who's been dropped. So we'll see, and we'll see what Sandon Smith gets up to. That's Ben Hunt, hands the ball off to Selwyn Cobbo for his first carry of the game. Takes it up to the 20. Hunt to Staggs. Under a bit of pressure there. Good defensive line speed from the Roosters. Pegs to Haas. Not given too much progress there by the Roosters. Stopped on his own 30. It's now the 4th. Carrigan with a strong carry through the middle over the 40. About 14, 15 metres there on that carry. Now on the last, they go right side to Reynolds. Plenty of height on that one. Decent distance. But time for Tupou to size that up and take it cleanly. And the Roosters are back in possession. Now with Butcher. On his own 30. Now for the Englishman, Dom Young. Likely to get a call up for the Ashes. You'd assume. Next carry from Focchetti. Through the middle. Now it's Connor Watson going left. Oof, strong hit onto Butcher from Cobbo. 6 again for ruck infringement. And a penalty against the Broncos for something. I don't know what. Shoulder charge. From who? I must have missed something there. I didn't see anything in that, if I'm honest. It's possible I just completely missed something, which is fair enough. So the Roosters in great field position now, only 20 metres out from the line. 3 minutes gone in this game. White with the first carry. He's going to play the ball for Watson in centre field. Goes to his right. To Butcher. Watson now to his left to Savala. Smith switches back to Crichton. Still in centre field, third tackle. Watson 5 metres out, 6 again. Rock infringement. It's White, Butcher. Stop 4 metres short of the line. Chance for the Roosters now to take early points. Watson, White, straightens up. Stopped in front of the left post. Has to play the ball inches away from the try line. They now go left to Smith. Out the back to Tedesco. Pops it up to Tupou early. And the ball comes loose backwards though. Recovered by Butcher. But the referee's going to say it's a penalty for the Roosters. Some more pressure for the Broncos to deal with early on in this game. They've only had 4 minutes and they've had 3 penalties against them. Maybe 4. Now in centre field with Focchetti. Watson, only a few metres out now. On his right to Savala, straightens up, takes a carry himself. Still in centre field, Connor Watson goes to his right to Smith. Out the back to Tedesco. Hands it off to Toya. Stopped a few metres out near the right-hand touchline. So Dominic Young's going to play this back. 6 again for inside 10 metres. Butcher with the next carry. If the Broncos can withstand this pressure and then respond, that'd be incredible. Is that a knock-on from Tedesco? I think it is. It went laterally, but of course it was dropped backwards initially. The Broncos deal with all that pressure and come away on the other side clean, squeaky clean, without conceding points. Hey, Paul, thank you very much. Thank you, Paul. There's a trumpet just for you. That's greatly appreciated, thank you. Paul with the donation. Toot, toot. Get in, lad. To be fair, I'm not asked who wins, I just want a good game. Exactly. Let's get a good game for Paul in here. Shall we? Do it for Paul. If you're not going to do it for yourself, do it for Paul. So the Broncos in possession. We've had 6 minutes gone in this game. Third tackle for Brisbane. Haas plays the ball for Pakes. Just attacks the space behind the ruck, but it's stopped prematurely. Reynolds to Carrigan through the middle. Transitioned to a prop this year. Has played as a prop forward for Australia mostly. A little bit for Brisbane previously as well, I think. But he's now looking like a full-time prop. That's caught on the full by Tupou. The kick from Reynolds down the right edge. And then he's met by Hetherington. Young through the middle. On his own 30. 3 defenders in the tackle. Watson. The strong carry through the middle. Good meters there for the Roosters. On the third, just short of halfway. With Focchetti off to Wong. Fourth tackle for the Roosters. Tedesco through the middle. You've seen that plenty of times. A lot across the NRL and Super League is the fullback taking the carry on the fourth. There'll be a reason for that. I'm not entirely sure why. It's probably the bigger blokes a bit more knackered later on into the set. So you give your nippier, more agile players a carry through the middle, possibly find a line break. If I had to break it down, that's probably what I'd guess. Looping ball over the top for Cobbo. Dangerous territory to do that in. Third tackle for the Broncos and a penalty for Brisbane, so they can work the ball out from their own end. So they could have been under a bit of pressure. But tackle after attacker held. Penalty for the Broncos. There's a kick from their own 10. The Broncos will start this set 35 metres out from their own line. And the first carries from Stags up to the 40. So now with Walsh, shifting left to Reynolds, shifting the ball in the midfield. Now with Shibasaki down the left edge. So they make a few decent meters there, just spreading the ball. Arthurs, inside to Hunt, then to Hetherington. Or Gusevsky, sorry. Pakes. Oof, that was a good run up by Haas there. He would have liked that. Would have liked that ball, but didn't get it. Hunt for Carrigan. Shifting back towards the left now. Goes at Connor Watson. It's going to be the last tackle coming up for Brisbane. Good carry up to the 20. So I'd imagine they'd pin this into the corners maybe. Hunt, and then across to Reynolds. Out the back to Walsh. Tips it on to Stags. Dinks the ball through. Touched by a Roosters player. But didn't play at it, which I think is fair. So now it's Smith. Scooting from dummy half up to the 30. Good meters already. So if the Roosters can finish this set properly, they'll be in good field position to end it. Maybe pin the Broncos into the back corners. We'll see. Butcher with a carry through the middle. Now shifting the ball right. Oh, hang on a minute. The Roosters have a chance here. Toya off to Young. He's got a line break down the right edge, but Walsh is there. Inside to Tedesco. Covered by Walsh. Last tackle coming up for the Roosters. Young inside to Savala. Smith with a kick towards the back left corner. Cobbo's there. Just keeps a hold of it. And it's dragged into touch. Well done from Butcher. Fair play. So it's all back and forth a little bit at the moment. A bit of chaos. It's not Butcher. It's Smith. Billy Smith. I need to... For some reason I was thinking it was a Butcher, but it's not. It's Billy Smith. My bad, folks. My bad. I do apologise. It was a cracking tackle. Cracking tackle. So more pressure now. 79% territory for the Roosters. 30 minutes left to go in this first half. So we've only had 10. Watson in centre field on his left to Savala. Focchetti. Why did I say... Bear with me. Just so I make sure I got the names right. Yeah, it is Savala and Focchetti. Just need to double check because there's some new guys in there I'm not used to. So a penalty against the Broncos for high contact. And they're going to go for 2. You cowards. No, you cowards. Smart move. I think it's fair. I mean, they've had all this pressure. Surely the Broncos players are knackered right now. I think they could have kept on going, if I'm honest. I'm going to give them the 2 already. Because they should get it. So Sandon Smith will line this one up. Should convert this with no problems, you'd imagine. So he's scored 10 of 16 this season. That's 67% for his career. So yeah, he's right in front of the post. No reason why he shouldn't get it. Unless he falls on his backside, and the kick is good. God, imagine if we got Broncos-level crowds in Super League. That would be great, wouldn't it? 45,000 easily, every time. So we've had 12 minutes in this game so far. Get yourself an ice pop. Yes, lad. I've got Soleros in the freezer downstairs. I've got some Soleros. Hi, mate. You well? I am well, Jester. Thank you very much. I hope you are well too. We got the English invading this this NRL stream today. I tell you what, if the NRL take over Super League and they can get us crowds of 45,000 regularly, like the Broncos can, then it wouldn't be too bad, would it? It wouldn't be too bad at all. I was thinking a bit about league structures and all that for Super League. I think, do you know what? It's a harsh conversation, but I think some clubs have got to merge. I think if some clubs don't merge, they've got to accept that they're not going to be financially stable. They're not going to be able to compete near the top. But there are some clubs that can merge and actually put their resources together and create something worthy of competing. But it's the Roosters in possession now. They're on 40. Now shifting left with Smith, then to Crichton. And then across to the other Smith, Billy Smith. Crichton on the last, inside to Sandon Smith. Plenty of height on that one, towards the back left. Walsh is up, and it's nicked! He's only gone and swiggity-swooted his way in and nicked it off him. Walsh has been bamboozled, mate. Utterly bamboozled. That's going to be 6 for the Roosters. There we go. He's nicked it. Let's have a gander at this again. Oof. You've been done, son. You've been absolutely had. Can't beat Solera. Absolutely. I tell you what, the ice cream itself is good. It's not even like vanilla. It's creamy. It's goodness. The Roosters have a 6-point lead with a kick to come. Billy Smith was filling in the centres. It was either last year or the year before on plenty of occasions. And did a pretty good job. And there he is again. Reese. What are you doing? You're going to be winning those. That's on you. That was a good battle. Do I get a Solero at half time? I think I do. I need a bit of food. I need some lunch. So this is easily convertible from Sandon Smith. The kick is good. That's an 8-point lead for the Roosters. And I've got 13 plus for the Broncos, so... Constantly shit in the bed with predictions, aren't I? Your stream... It depends what you're watching it on, Paul. So I'm pretty sure it's not on Sky. But yeah, I think I might be a bit behind. So 15 minutes gone in this game. 8-0 for the Roosters. So, what happens now? Questions. So with Crichton on the 20. 4 defenders in the tackle, dragging back over the 20. Oh. Something going on? No, it's just a slow play of the ball. Focchetti to White. They make a few metres on that play. 4th tackle. Now with Tedesco. Out the back to Savala. So it's going to go from Watson. Short side right to Sandon Smith. And it's down the edge for Reece Walsh to return serve on his own 20. Whistle blown. Broncos penalty. Let's have a look. Okay. Right, okay. Fair enough. Downtown rule against Watson. Okay. Well, we move. Corey Pakes at dummy half now. Broncos over on the left-hand side of the field. Now in centre field with Hunt. Switches back to Hetherington. Whistle's blown for a penalty in favour of the Broncos. High shot. So, can they put up some points to respond? It's been 17 minutes. Oh, that's a bit of a dodgy one, but alright. I mean, it is high, but it looks weak as hell. Now shifting left with Haas. Straightens up. Stopped a few metres short. Pakes left of the sticks. Reynolds going right to Walsh. Engaged the line across to Cobbo. Is dragged into touch. The Roosters scramble and get him out of bounds. Finally got the game on my telly. Only took me 15 minutes. Well, that's what Sky need to start getting it on TV more. Imagine we got all Super League and all NRL games. So the Roosters in possession. 18 minutes gone in this game. 8-0 for the Roosters. Now with Wong down the right edge, but drops the ball. But it's a penalty for the Roosters. Of course it is. They're going to challenge it, though. So it's called a strip. Hunt has challenged it. I thought it just came loose. I don't know, but we'll see. No, that's come out. Hunt has a hand on the ball, but there's no strip on it. I think it's just after contact, the ball just pops out. There's a loose carry. So, challenge successful for the Broncos. They keep the challenge. So, the Broncos will have the ball 15 metres out from the Roosters line. There is now a chance to respond. Roosters are doing better than I thought they would. Yep, same as well, especially with all the major changes. No Lindsay Collins. No Chad Townsend or, of course, Sam Walker, who would have been their go-to number 7 this season. And a few other changes, I think. I'm not too sure, but Walsh, is he taken high? He is. Okay, sustained pressure for the Broncos. Let's have a gander at this, because I missed it, if I'm honest. Oof, that's a shot. Well, that's a sin bin in Super League these days. So, there is mitigation. Get on bench. You're gone for 10. That's Super League anyway. Is he off? Is it a yellow? Oh. What's it going to be?
It's going to be a yellow card. I can't speak. You ballless gate, Campbell. You dickhead.
So that's a yellow for Smith. Right, so Roosters have a man in the bin now. Great chance for the Broncos to answer back. it's now with Carrigan in centre field, hands it off to his teammate Payne Haas. So Roosters down a man. See how they get on with this defensively. Pakes goes left to Carrigan, straightens up, takes the carry. Broncos 6 metres out from the line. Pakes on his right to Hetherington. Makes a metre or two. 21 minutes left to go in this first half. Pakes goes left to Reynolds. Then it's to Hunt. Just carries the ball himself. Is he going to get dragged out? Ball comes loose. The Roosters deal with the early pressure. Great work from the Roosters. Damn, they're getting it done. They're getting it done under pressure. Fair play. So, that's a bit of time taken off the clock then for the Roosters. They'll have possession. They can take off a bit more time themselves. Slow this game down slightly. Average points, 32.8 a game from the Broncos. Second best in the league. Okay. Fair enough. Roosters play the ball in their own 10, but the whistle's blown. So I'll have to go back and play this ball again. So he plays the ball now for Watson, who gives it to Young. A few metres on that play there. Watson now in centre field at dummy half. And the whistle's blown. Penalty for the Roosters. Oh my God. Radley's going to come on shortly. Savala will kick into touch from his own 20. And they'll start this set 15 metres further up the field. Penalties went Roosters, Roosters, Broncos, Roosters, Broncos, 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 Roosters. Okay. I thought it was more one-sided than that, but fair play. We move. Roosters up to their own 40 now with Crichton. There's Butcher through the middle. 8 minutes on the sin bin. And it's intercepted by Selwyn Cobbo, who's got room to run. There is a chase from Savala, but Selwyn Cobbo is fast enough, puts the ball down in the corner. And there you have it, folks. There you have it. Try for Selwyn Cobbo. Against a run of play. Penalties for the Roosters. Selwyn Cobbo makes the play. Look at him go. What a try, Bronx. Indeed. They certainly needed that. Oh, the face of Daniel Tupou. Right. And the thing is, the Broncos will get the ball back. They could spread the ball early, get some decent meters, while the Roosters are still a man down for another 6.5 minutes or so, possibly. Fair play from Selwyn Cobbo. Will he be part of the Australia squad this year for the Ashes? You'd imagine he possibly will be. Let's end this poll, actually. Now we have a game in our hands. We certainly do, Seb. We certainly do. And the kick is... Oh, it hits the post. So it's 8-4 still in favour of the Roosters. Right, so the Roosters get us back underway. Taken on the full by Hunt. Hands it off to Patrick Carrigan. Stopped on his own 10. Pakes now at dummy half. To Hetherington. Or is that Gusevski? I think it's Gusevski. Now it's Hetherington. Through the middle. I didn't see how long was left on the sin bin. It's probably about 5 minutes or so. Pakes in centre field. On his right to Haas. Bumps off one. Still dragging 2 players. Dragging 3 players just short of halfway. That's why he's the best prop in the world. Never mind anybody else. Hunt draws the defender in. There's a break for the Broncos. Early pass maybe, but then it's off to Walsh. And Brisbane will equalise and most likely take the lead. Beautifully done. They got the man advantage. Reynolds draws the defender in. Gets the ball off to, is it Ricky? I think it was Ricky. No, it's Hunt, sorry. Jaden Hunt. It's not one of the regulars in the back row, sorry. And Brisbane equalise. Draws in Crichton. I thought they'd kind of messed it up, but at least there were 2 support runners on the inside. So that's going to be 8 for the Broncos. And do you know what? I'm just going to give them 10 because they should get it. Well, the Broncos punishing the sin bin. The question is, what can the Roosters do when they get the man back? Will they go back to how it was? That atmosphere is electric indeed. This is what I'm thinking, like if... Imagine the NRL comes in, they try and build a few new teams. And imagine if you get in great crowds in Newcastle, great crowds in... I mean, imagine... I think mergers need to be presented to clubs. I think it needs to be presented and say, you need to merge to create this team. And if you don't, that's fine. But you're staying exactly where you are. Salford could merge with Oldham and Rochdale and Swinton and create Manchester Rugby League. Now, if they don't want to, that's fine. Stay as you are. But if you're not going to get anywhere off the back of where you are, then that's on you. And it's up to you to become more than you are. And if you can't, then that's on you. But the potential for Manchester Rugby League is huge. Penalty for the Broncos. And also, there's West Yorkshire Rugby League they could make. Keighley could always merge with Halifax and Huddersfield. They play at the Shea. Merge together. West Yorkshire. Their financial situations and attendance is poor. Keighley have some decent resources they could help to maximise growth. So, who knows? At least present it to clubs, and if they decline, then they decline. But there's a break for the Broncos. Shibasaki, 30 metres out, has been yapping about mergers. Who do you support, by the way, Seb? But it's with Walsh down the right edge. Gets off a break, offloads to Jaden Hunt. Still shifting, brought down 4, maybe 3 metres out. Third tackle, Pakes to the left to Reynolds. Kicks the ball over the top. Young takes it on the full. Brought down by Arthurs and Shibasaki. 14 minutes to go in the first half. Tedesco gives it to Siwa Wong. It's now with Watson. Hands it off to Wong. Brought down on his own 30, or stopped on his own 30, I should say. White with a carry through the middle, up to the 40 and just over it. You support Lee. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Walsh now in possession. Brings the ball up to his own 20. Hunt to Selwyn Cobbo. Up to the 30. Roosters still a man down. Hunt then to Stags. Been a bit quiet in this game so far. Few minutes left for Smith, they say, in the sin bin. Then it's Jensen on for the Broncos. A minute 45 seconds left on the sin bin. Pakes to Carrigan. Loses possession into a Roosters player. And it's a mess, an absolute mess. So I think there are nine Super League clubs that have good attendances. It's everyone except for Huddersfield and Salford. So the attendance that those clubs get is not acceptable. And it's not sustainable either. So Wakefield, I think they actually get enough fans in the stadium. Cass actually gets enough fans in the stadium. So it's at the back of the scrum for Watson. Then to Savala. Smith just straightens up to halfway. Radley, strong hit from Gisiewski in the tackle. Watson to his right to Siwa Wong. Takes the ball up to the Broncos 40. So not long left on the sin bin now. Watson to Spencer Lenu. He'll have a massive impact for the Roosters through the middle of the field, but Savala shifting left to Radley. Oof, almost gets a break there. Fifth tackle for the Roosters. Savala kicks the ball towards the back right. Young goes up, knocks it backwards, recovered by Shibasaki. Let's get rid of this yellow card. That's on the 20. And there we go. That's the sin bin done. So I can change that. The whistle's blown. Do you think expanding the league into France has fallen on its arse? Well, it's a tough one because Catalans have done such a good job at home. They get the 4th best attendance in Super League. They get 10,000 plus a home game, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's going to be a sin bin for the Broncos. Bear with me, Seb. Bear with me. It's going to be... sin bin for the Broncos.
It's going to be a yellow card. I can't speak. You ballless gate, Campbell. You dickhead.
Well, there we go. Okay. I will go on to your point in a moment, Seb. There's a long kick from Reynolds. So, the Broncos have to do it tough now. I do remember the PSG Rugby League team. Not much. I remember they existed. So now it's Radley in possession, shifting the ball right to Wong, takes it over the 30. The ball comes loose. Arthurs recovers it. God, the Broncos would love if they could get an extra 6 here with 10 minutes to go in the first half and being a man down. Willison with the first carry of this set. 6 again for ruck infringement against the Roosters. It's now with Jensen. When there's a break in the game, I'll talk about the France stuff. Pakes to Reynolds. Shifts across to Hunt, then to Reynolds, sorry. Sorry. Need to catch my throat properly. Pakes now to Hunt. Then to Haas. Gets an offload back to Hunt, but he knocks the ball on. Recovered by Crichton. Eats up some metres in centre field. Bumps off one. Ooh. Angus Crichton with a high shot against Reynolds. Into the throat, maybe. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. This could be a sin bin for Crichton, at least. We could be 12 on 12 shortly, folks. It's just going to be a penalty, no further action. Yeah, I will get onto the whole France situation. I'll probably do it at half-time. If that was a wed? Okay, if that was a wed card, if that was a red card, I wouldn't have been surprised, but there's going to be no action for it. Brisbane are going to go for 2. Okay, so I can talk about it a bit now, I guess. Now, the Dragons, they get one of the best home attendances in Super League. I believe they're 4th best. The problem is they don't bring away fans. Now, on one hand, clubs should be able to fill out their own stadiums. Like, you take football, for example. I know it's an unfair comparison. But you take away fans from football, teams still fill up their own stadium because the demand is there. But away fans are important to matchday experiences. People want to be able to travel, go to away games. So, in terms of away attendance, Catalans do nothing for the sport. Absolutely nothing. At home, fantastic. Cannot fault them. But away, pointless. For me, if Catalans and Toulouse weren't in it, I wouldn't be bothered. I really would not be bothered at all. And Walsh converts, so that's going to be a 4-point lead for the Broncos. Now, I think if we're to start something, if the NRL comes in, now I have my own opinions. I think clubs do need to merge. Because they haven't got enough pull, enough draw. So, Castleford and Featherstone, I think they should just either merge or stay as they are. Merge, I don't know what name they'd go under. But if you want to stay as you are, that is fine. But you've got to deal with the consequences of not being able to have good attendance, sustain a competitive enough team, etc., etc., everything that comes with it. If you want to stay as you are, that's fine. Like, for example, I will get back to the game in a second. For example, if Hull KR and Hull FC both had really poor attendances, but like was a few thousand, let's say, maybe 4,000 each, not sustainable, but together 8,000 is doable. Now you could create Hull Rugby League. It's not Hull FC, it's not Hull KR. Now if Hull KR said, look, we don't want to do that, that's fair enough. If Hull KR was a struggling club, they say fair enough, and you now have to deal with the consequences of the situation you're in. That's fair. But if you're going to be sustainable, if you're going to thrive by just being Hull Rugby League, then go for it. And if not, that's fine. Just deal with the consequences. It is what it is. So, scrum for the Roosters. Another a mistake from Brisbane, as I've been yapping again. Toya, who has been quiet in this game. 6 minutes to go in the first half. 4-point advantage for the Broncos. They are a man down. It's now with Radley. Then to Lenu. Gets a bit of a run up into Reynolds. Connor Watson, left of the sticks. Goes short side left to Tedesco. Drills the ball through. Smith is there. I think he's got it down. He's confident. I'm confident. Is the ref going to give it? He has given it. That is the equaliser for the Roosters. They are, of course, going to have a gander at this one, as they always do. But I'm confident that he's got it. Let's have a look at this. Tedesco, beautiful ball through. Smith chases. Yeah, he's got that. He's only gone and done it, folks. That was a cracking try. Try confirmed as well. So that's the equaliser with a kick to come. Oh, shit. Nicely done. Nicely weighted from Tedesco. So it's not the easiest kick in the world. Well, Smith nails it. And it's a 2-point lead for the Roosters. Gosevsky still in the bin at the moment for a few more minutes. So just over 4 minutes to go in the first half. I was just about to say 4 minutes until I can get a Solero, but Seb's read my mind there. Nice one, Seb. So, Roosters in possession now from the kickoff. Is that Steep with a carry? Might be. It's Dom Young with a carry through the middle. 4 minutes to go. 3 minutes in the bin for Gosevsky. Then a carry from Radley. We'll see what the Roosters can do with the extra man now. Lenu shifting left to Crichton. Bit of room to move. It's off to Smith. Brought down by Katoni Staggs. There's a good tackle from Staggs there. Huge. Good inside pressure from Katoni once again. Oof, bit of a mess. Players rushing in. Staggs looks a little bit either late or high on Crichton. I don't know if he made contact with him or not. Or dangerous contact. But Staggs does play some very hard rugby league, so we'll have to see. Spencer Lenu came swinging in. That could be a sin bin for Lenu, actually. It could be. In the back. Straight into him. Man without the ball. Could be. Ooh. Staggs... I don't know. I think they might let Staggs off, saying it was like an accident. And then penalty against Lenu. I guess we'll see. Okay, let's see. Let's have a gander. 3.5 minutes to go, the clock is stopped. I remember when one Carefan went away to Cats. Oh my god, when was this? When was this? Oof. Tony Staggs on report for a high shot. Spencer's going to be on report at least, I think. Spencer Lenu says that's footy. Okay. Well, it's not. Just to be clear, it's not. Anyway, penalty for the Roosters. 30 metres out from the Broncos line. 2 more minutes on the sin bin. It's now with Radley in centre field. 6 penalties to 5 in favour of the Broncos. So yeah, 2 minutes left on the sin bin. Watson in centre field, left to Spencer Leniu. Straight into Hunt. Jaden Hunt, that is. 6 again, ruck infringement. Watson on his right to Savala. Then to Steep. Watson. Savala on the left, then to Smith. Tedesco switches back to Billy Smith. Stops on the 10. 2.5 minutes to go. Third tackle. Roosters only 11 metres out. Watson. And they get a 6 again. Off to Crichton. As he got the ball down, didn't see it. Ref gives it. That's going to be another 4 for the Roosters with a kick to come. They can extend this lead to 8 once again. A lot of work for the Broncos to do in the second half then. Sinmin's really affecting this game. Let's have a look at this. I think he does get the ball down at some point. It's very close. Really good attempt there from, I think it was Cobbo. But that was very close. Yeah, just about gets it down. Just about. So, 6-point lead. Just over a minute to go. Wasn't that long Hull Shark and Gateshead Thunder merged 1999, I think. Alright. There's a lot of mergers I just don't know about, personally. So a minute to go. Clock stopped on 59 seconds. Again, not the easiest kick in the world for Smith, but he should get this one. 3 goals and a try assist in this game so far for Sandon Smith. And the kick is good. So there you have it. 8-point lead again for the Roosters. That's how they started the game. And they finally get back to 1. I'm going to take some notes about a merger. I'm going to get my Solero first, and then I'm going to take some notes. We're going to fix Super League. So 50 seconds on the clock in the first half. Chuck's cooking indeed. You'll probably know the Huddersfield and Sheffield Eagles merger in the 90s. I do not. I had no idea that was a thing. No idea. I had no idea. So it's with Dom Young. 30 seconds to go. Brisbane are now back to 13. Let's have a gander. Let's get this switched over. There we go. So, Roosters in possession down the left-hand side with Crichton. 12 seconds on the clock. Watson to Radley. Savala out the back. Then to Tedesco. Tries to skip past Hunt, but shrugs him off. Hooter sounded, and he's brought down. So that's going to be half-time. That's going to be half-time. 20 points to 12 for the Roosters. Right then. I'll be right back. I need to go get something. Stay tuned. Right then. How's everyone doing? Get yourself a Solero if you got one. Ah, beautiful. Right. Let's fix Super League, shall we? So, for me, there are a few clubs that are automatically in Super League without question. Number 1 is Hull FC. Number 2 is Hull KR. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. L would be Leeds Rhinos. Next is Lee Leopards. The way they've turned that club around, they are absolutely worthy of a Super League spot. St Helens. Wakefield. Wakefield are improving the club and they get somewhat decent attendance as well, so I would say Wakefield. And then you've got Warrington, Wolves, and Wigan Warriors. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 clubs right there that I just put into Super League, like if you're doing a new competition. Then you've got locations with potential. So, locations with potential, you've got Bradford Bulls. You got York Knights. London Broncos. Who else you got? Who else you got? Let's have a gander. Newcastle Thunder. Who else? You could say North Wales, but nah. So Bradford, York, London, and Newcastle, based purely on population, have potential. So then, all right, Manchester. There you go, Manchester Rugby League. That would be Salford, Swinton, Oldham, and Rochdale. Then you could have West Yorkshire. Which would be Huddersfield and Halifax. Keighley could be in there if you want him to be. Then you've got... You could just do you know what? Cumbria. Screw it. Cumbria Rugby League. Just merge those clubs up there. Just get it done. Honestly, just get it done. Then one more. One more team. Then you got 16 in a competition. Finally got the game. Okay, that's an old message. I'm just going slow in there. Need one more. Is there a potential merger in there somewhere? Featherstone and Cass could merge. Let's have a look at the maps, actually. Oh, Sheffield. Sheffield has potential. No, I'm putting in Sheffield. Sheffield Eagles. Population of Sheffield, they've got potential. So, who's missing out then? So Batley misses out. Castleford. Catalans. There's no Cornwall now. Dewsbury. They could merge with West Yorkshire, by the way. Doncaster. Goole. Halifax merges. Huddersfield merges with Halifax. Hull FC, Hull KR, Hunslet. They could merge with a Yorkshire team. Keighley is merged. Leeds, London, Midlands. I mean, Midlands could merge with somebody. Actually, you know what? We need more English expansion. So, maybe 2 Midlands teams, an East and a West Midlands. Maybe Coventry. 2 London teams, who knows? Yeah. It's good, it's great, it's fantastic. This is my breakfast, this. So in terms of cities, like major cities, Newcastle's in there. There's probably no... I mean, we could always try a Liverpool team, but I don't know if that's going to work out. Got Midlands playing Birmingham. They could just change the name to Birmingham. Coventry is close to Birmingham, so is that worth doing? They'd be West Midlands, I believe. Nottingham. Could have a team in Nottingham, actually. Yeah, I think Nottingham should have a team. If you're purely going to expand, just to other areas. What about Exeter? What's the Exeter population? I think they've got a rugby union team. 130,000. Okay, not as much as I thought. Exeter Chiefs. What's their attendance actually? What do they get? Oh, they get 15,000. Oh, okay. Exeter has potential. I'm not sure I'm going to commit to that, but they've got potential. Widnes. I mean, yeah, Widnes have potential. Coventry, Leicester. So, if you... I don't know. I think with Nottingham, I think you could just start a whole new team. What's the population for Nottingham? $325,000. So, potential for Nottingham. Right there. Do you know what? Yeah, you could make a Liverpool team. Honestly, Liverpool Lizards already exist. Just... Oh, yeah, Merseyside, though. Is St Helens classed as Merseyside? Like, is it in the area of Merseyside? I'm not too sure. It is. So's Newtonley Willows. Interesting. Okay, so Merseyside does include St Helens, but I don't think St Helens would want to give up the name St Helens just to have Merseyside Rugby League. But Liverpool Rugby League, I think, is completely fine. So Coventry is... Screw it. Coventry population. 345,000. Coventry, you got it. Let's see. So Coventry and Birmingham could work. It's got to be around the country. That's the thing. It's got to be around the country. You know what? I'm gonna look at a rogue one actually. Norwich with a population of 145,000, not enough. I thought it might be a bit more than that. If we say Midlands, a Reading team could be a good one. Get them playing in Tranmere Rovers. Ooh, that's a good shout. Let's have a look at their stadium actually. $16,500 capacity for a new rugby league team. If we could be filling that stadium up, hang on a minute, you might be onto something there, Sunshine. I think you've nailed that. I think you've absolutely nailed that. See, if we had like a Liverpool team, that's in Tranmere Rovers is sort of Birkenhead. So are they weird about saying, oh no, that's Birkenhead, this is Liverpool? Do you know what I mean? Are they going to be weird about that? Maybe. We said Midlands, Reading could be a good one. Well, Reading have just lost their football team, unfortunately. 175,000 in Reading. I don't know. Reading just lost a football team, so it's a tough one. Unless it like gives them something else to put their efforts into. And the fact that a football team, and like Reading that's, you know, has been around the block for a while, and is a well-known team as well, are struggling. I don't know if it was due to attendance or I don't know what it was. So we're about to get underway shortly. But right now, teams that are in: Hull FC, Hull KR, Leeds, Leigh, Saints, Wakefield, Warrington, Wigan. Potential for Bradford, York, London, Newcastle, Manchester, West Yorkshire, Cumbria, Sheffield Eagles, Nottingham, Liverpool, Coventry. So, we'll see. I do have a contact I can speak to and ask what the clubs need. I can ask some questions. I can do some digging. But we're back underway, folks. Nice little Solero to get us underway for the second half. You'll love to see it. Right. Paynas with a carry through the middle. Gusevsky. Simmin in the first half. Peaks to Jensen. Now over halfway, last tackle coming up. It's with Reynolds. And just behind the 40. Taken on the full by Daniel Tupou. Stopped on his own 10. Dominic Young with a carry through the middle. On the 20. That was Toya with the next carry. The exact same hairstyle as Siwa Wong, so I've definitely had them confused so far this game, I just noticed. Tedesco brought down the 40. Wayward pass. Oh, Crichton on a line break, but the ref says, nah, mate. Okay. Solero is done. Very nice. So a mistake from the Roosters. Inside the middle third is going to be dangerous field position for the Broncos to be able to come back. Again, I had Broncos 13 plus. I've had that a few times this season and I've not been able to do it. So I need to reconsider that. Pakes to Hunt to Reynolds. Shifting left, switches back to Shibasaki. He's now with Reynolds in centre field. Switches back to Jensen. In centre field now. Pakes goes to his right to Reynolds. Back inside to Willison. Over the 20. Strong carry from Willison. 15 metres out on the third. Pakes goes to his left to Hunt. Switches back to Haas. Takes a carry through centre field. Stopped on the 10. Pakes left to Reynolds. Flat pass to Kosevsky. It's a wayward offload. Oh, it's then knocked on by Young. Recovered by Arthurs. So that's going to be a fresh set. 6 again from ruck infringement as well. 30 metres out. Shibasaki with the first carry takes it just short of the 20. So another chance for the Broncos to build pressure and potentially get those points that they need. Jensen with the next carry up to the 10. Cross to Reynolds. Then Haas. Bit of room to run on the edges. Tries to come back towards the middle. Stopped on the 10. Pakes then onto his left to Reynolds. Out the back to Walsh. Kicks the ball through. Tedesco's got it and just runs the ball dead in goal for a dropout. So fair enough. Broncos on the front foot now. Well done, James Tedesco. Just diffusing that. Is Savala going to go short? I think he is. He is. Oh dear. Was out on the full. There's no real repercussions to that. Because Brisbane are not going to go for 2. So Pakes to Walsh to Jensen. Now in centre field on the 10. Pakes waits at dummy half. Goes left to Walsh, out the back. Then out the back to Reynolds. Shifting left. Flat pass to Shibasaki. Is it called forward? It's been called forward. Bloody hell, Brisbane. So it's now with Tupou out the back of the scrum. Radley up to the 20. Crichton down the left edge. Takes a carry up to the 30 for the Roosters. So we've had nearly 6 minutes gone in the first half. Best chances for the Broncos so far. Lenu with a carry through the middle. Stop just shy of the 40. Fourth tackle coming up now. Short side right to Wong. Stop just short of halfway. Then it's Savala. Kicks long. Taken on the full by Walsh. Inside his own 10. Switches back to Selwyn Cobbo. Strong run from him. Takes it just over his own 10. Walsh to Arthurs. Up to the 20 now. And Shibasaki just shy of the 30. Pakes on the third. To his right to Willison. They carry through the middle. Pakes again. On his left, short side to Walsh. 40-20 attempt maybe. Can he get the bounce? No, he can't. But it's Tedesco now under pressure. Great kick from Walsh. It wasn't the 40-20 he wanted, but Tedesco is under pressure. Zavala to Young. Brought down his own 10 by 4 defenders. Smith. Oof. To Toya. Smith again at dummy half. Inside to Tupou, then across to Smith. Gets an offload for Crichton. Can he shrug past Katoni Staggs? No, he cannot. This is brought down just shy of halfway, all the way over to the left-hand side of the field. And it's knocked on by Sandon Smith. Oh dear. Oh dear. Indeed. Simple mistakes. The Roosters were pinned back. Then they get on the front foot. Then a mistake from Sandon Smith. It looks like Harry Smith, you know. Please don't tell me they're related in some way. I don't know if they actually are or not. They do look quite similar. So if you told me they were related, I wouldn't be surprised. I actually don't know if they are. I assume they're not. I'd completely assume they're not. But they look quite similar. Haas shifting right. Brought 20 metres out. Or brought down 20 metres out. Scoot from Walsh, now shifting left, in centre field, across to Gosevsky. Met by a few defenders, brought down 15 metres out from the line. Just left of the sticks at the moment. Pakes on his right to Jensen, then to Willison. And the ball comes loose. Oh my God. Knock on. Get a grip. Oh my God. I'm tired of my predictions just going to absolute shite. They're going to challenge it. Hand on the ball. Yeah, it's a strip. All right, another successful challenge. That's 2 today for the Broncos. So, excuse me. So both teams still have a challenge remaining. And there's 31 minutes to go in this game. Come on, Brisbane. 13 plus. Let's get a move on now. Come on. So, Broncos now. Tapau, or Tapau, however you pronounce it these days. It was Tapau, but it's now Tapau, something like that. I'll hear what the commentators say, but they're a few metres out. Pakes to Reynolds, shifting right. Then to Hunt. Walsh fakes the switch back once, then gives it to Staggs. About 12 metres out for the Broncos, over on the right-hand side of the field. Pakes comes back inside to Jensen. Was maybe looking for an offload, but we'll see. Pakes, 2 metres out, between the sticks, goes left to Reynolds, to Haas, then to Walsh. Across to, what a ball across to Arthurs. And he gets the ball down the corner. What a cracking ball there from Walsh. It's going to be given. I think there is a bit of reason to check it, just for the grounding and stuff, or I don't know, something to do with the grounding with Arthurs, because he did have to roll. But he had momentum, so actually there's probably nothing wrong. There we go. Points for the Broncos. They needed it, and they got it. Let's have a look at this again. So it's from Haas. The ball playing prop forward. Oh yeah, perfect. Nicely done. Really good ball from Walsh. Haas out the back to Walsh. Dominic Young is out of position, or is just drawn in. And Arthurs gets it down in the corner. Here we go. So, can they make it a 2-point game? We will see. So, most tries so far in the Premiership. Jesse Arthurs leads with 8. Tuipulotu 7. I didn't see who was next. The kick is... Oh, it's the post. Is that the second time this game is at the post? Maybe. Right. So, 4-point lead for the Roosters. 28 minutes and 26 seconds on the clock. Brisbane probably have momentum at the moment. But we'll see what the Roosters can do. So it's taken on the full by Hunt. Gives it to Tapu. 16th season. Damn. Pakes at dummy half. Gives it to Gasiewski. Takes it over his own 20. And there's 28 minutes on the clock now. Corey Jensen with the carry through the middle, up to the 30. Pakes, left to Walsh, kicks from behind the 40. Oof, taken on the full by James Tedesco. On his 20. Returns it just over. And gets a bit of change as well. Savala. To Smith. Then to Tupou. Sandon Smith. To Young. Sorry. 3 in the tackle. Dragging back a little bit. Now with Radley. Takes up to the 30. Inside Roosters' own territory. 4th tackle. Watson. On his left to James Tedesco. Takes a carry through the middle. Looking for a break. Almost, gets a decent break there. But good meters and a quick play of the ball. Short side right to, or just down the right hand side to Sandon Smith. And that might have been Savala actually. On the full by Walsh. And just takes a carry through the middle. Cobbo. Scoots from dummy half. Brought down on his own 20. Walters is on. Oh, sorry. Walters to Cobbo. Bumps off Sandon Smith. Walters to Haas. Brought down on the 40. Then it's out the back to Reynolds down the right. Drills the ball low. Across field. It's going to bounce a few times for Dominic Young. Trying to find a line break. It's decent effort there. But Shibasaki and Arthurs get him down. So 26 minutes to go. With Robert Toyer coming back towards the middle. Then it's with Steep. Then Crichton. So, last tackle, Roosters inside Broncos territory. Short side left to Sandon Smith. Plenty of height on that one. Not much distance. They leap, and it's knocked on by Walsh. No, it's not. According to the ref, it's not. Interesting. Cobbo, on the 20, takes it just short of the 30. 25 minutes to go. Bit of cramp for Savala. Now they now go left to Hunt. Then to Arthurs. 25 minutes. Roosters up by 4. Shibasaki with a carry through the middle up to his 40. Walters to Carrigan with a carry through the middle up to halfway. Last tackle coming up for the Broncos. Walters on his right to Reynolds. Hits the belly of the ball. It's going to bounce once, twice. Then recovered by Tedesco on his own try line. And he's brought down just over his own 10. So Roosters under a bit of pressure now. Can they work the ball out from their own end? We will see. Tupou with the first carry of this set. Then it's Billy Smith. Watson. Tedesco. Wong. Up to the 40. 24 minutes to go. Second half completions 9-10 for the Broncos, 3-5 for the Roosters. Damn. Now on the last, Watson goes left to Smith. Plenty of height on it. Time for Walsh to take it, and he does take it cleanly. Met by Savala and White. On his own 20. Then to Arthurs. So the Broncos still have time, but it's when are they going to pull the trigger? They're going to go for something creative early, but the whistle is blown for a penalty. High shot against Arthurs. Salah signs a new contract for Liverpool. Interesting. Right. Hopefully no more sin bins this game. Actually, if it means a Broncos 13 plus, I'll take it. But it's a bit of a fake result. Oh, sorry again. Connor Watson on report. I've got the F1 practice up at the moment. Bit of Bahrain Grand Prix. So there's a penalty for the Broncos, just paused at the moment. So penalty from their own 30. The Broncos will start this set from the Roosters 40. Damn. So tap from Gisevsky. So here we go. What can the Broncos do now in great field position? Walters to Carrigan with a carry through the middle. Just shy of the 20. Walters goes right to Reynolds, then to Tapu. Over the 20 now. So about 18 metres out. Walters just goes himself. Bit of a mistake in the ruck, but then goes himself. Or at the play of the ball, I should say. So inside the 10, Tapu dummy half. In between the sticks, right to Carrigan. Then to Walsh. Switches back to Katoni Staggs. He stopped, caught down a dead end, looking for a line break. Brought down just over the 10. So 9 metres to go. On the last for the Broncos, over on the right-hand side of the field. They come back towards the middle now with Patrick Carrigan going left. Then to Reynolds. Then to Hunt. Met by Toya. Doesn't get the ball off. So they'll turn over the ball inside the Roosters' 10. I think they will take it for now. Bit of pressure for the Roosters now to work the ball out from their own end. Dominic Young with the first carry. Makes about 2 metres there. Then it's Toya. Up to the 20. Watson. Then the next carry through the middle from Butcher. Watson. On his right to Tedesco. Takes it up to the 40. So they work the ball out quite well. Gets an offload for Butcher. Takes it over the 40. Then it's White. So on the last, inside Broncos territory, Savala. Plenty of height on that one. It's hanging for Walsh. Takes it cleanly. Oof. Brought down immediately by Billy Smith. That's a huge tackle there, not to let him get through. I said free and through at the same time I said through. I meant both words. Oof. Willison is slow to get up. Now plays it. It's with Tony Staggs. Broncos under pressure now. 20 minutes to go. Gonna need to be shifting it soon. They won't panic though, I don't think. So now it's with Kerrigan. Then Hunt, shifting left. Over the top to Gusevski. Draws in Young. Had Shibasaki in support. Makes some good meters up to the 40. Last tackle for the Broncos. Then Hunt kicks the ball with plenty of height. In centre field. Tupou takes it cleanly. Met by Willison. And Katoni Staggs just inside his own 10. Under 20 minutes to go. Smith with the first carry. Then Butcher. Over the 20. Tedesco. Scoots from dummy half. Then Fiketti gets an offload for Connor Watson. Now shifting right. Almost gets half a break there. Last tackle from their own 40. Short side right to Savala. Drills the ball down the line. And it's going to bounce a couple times. It's recovered by Selwyn Cobbo in his own try line, so that worked out quite nicely for the Roosters. Cobbo bumps off one. And is brought down just over his own 10. So 4 minutes to go. 4 point lead, 18 minutes and 40 seconds to go. And is that a knock on? I just missed it. Was that a knock on? Yeah. It was a knock on from the Broncos. So, a scrum for the Roosters only 15 metres out. 18 minutes to go. Got a great chance here now to extend the lead. Kind of put this game to bed for the Broncos. Well, it's with Crichton now on the 20. Watson. In centre field, goes to his right to Butcher. And it's going to be... Incorrect play of the ball, was that? A roll ball? I think it was. So, Broncos in possession now. Carry the ball just short of their own 30. 17 minutes to go. In centre field with Martin Tapu. Walters. On his left to Gusevski. Takes it over the 40. Third tackle for the Broncos. Walters to Carrigan through the middle. Out the back to Reynolds. Pops the ball up to Willison. Takes it over halfway up to the Roosters 40. It's on the 4th now. Then it's out the back to Reynolds. Then to Hunt. Then to Gusevski. Strong hit. Really strong hit. Hunt. Scoots from dummy half. Short side left. Then to Walsh. On the last. So they'll turn over possession on the Roosters 10. So they play the ball on the 10 from Young. Tupou with a carry through the middle. 16 minutes to go. 4 point lead for the Broncos still. Wong gets an offload for Fiketti. Gets an offload for Tedesco. Gets half a break. He does get a full break here. He's got support from Watson. Gives it to Watson, but there's players recovering. Brings him down just short of the 20. Katoni Staggs there to recover. Savala goes to his right to Smith. Straightens up. It's brought down just a few metres short. 5 metres short of the line. Fourth tackle for the Roosters. 6 again. Now with White through the middle. So the Broncos, a lot of work to do now. Oof. Almost got the ball down. Watson in centre field with Smith. Gives it to Focchetti. Still 5 metres out. 15 minutes to go. Second tackle for the Roosters. Over towards the left-hand side of the field. Through the middle with Butcher. Just straightens up. Stop just short from Tapu. Third tackle. Plays the ball inches away from the line. Watson. Goes left to Smith. He's caught down a dead end. Stopped on the 10. Fourth tackle. Tedesco. In centre field with Savala. Switches back to Butcher. Brought down about 6 metres out. So last tackle coming up for the Roosters. In centre field with Savala. Looks towards the right. Gives it to White. Oh, it's 6 again. Oh my God. So they play the ball in front of the right post. Watson. Hands it off to Butcher to try and crash over. He's confident. Try is given. Well, Brisbane... I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Brisbane giving away way too many 6 agains towards the back end of sets. So, what are you going to do, eh? What are you going to do? So, it's back to an 8-point lead. It's probably going to be 10. So, I'm just going to give the Roosters the extra points. $13 minutes to go in this game. The Brisbane need 2 tries. That's a quality sign. The giggity sign in the crowd. That was quality. Hopefully Chucks hold on to the upset. Have Chucks been good or Brizzy just bad? I think it's a mix of everything, really. I think both teams have been good. Both teams have been bad. It's kind of like weird patches throughout the game. Roosters have had good field position plenty of times. Been towards the back end of sets. Brisbane are giving away 6 again. They're giving away multiple 6 agains. Both teams have had a lot of good pressure down each end. It's just been a lot of back and forth. I don't know if anyone's been bad. I think both teams have been... They've had bad moments, but I think both teams have been good in a lot of patches. And therefore it's been quite back and forth. But Roosters have been better from the very start of the game when they took an 8-point lead. So I think both have been fine, honestly. So, Young will play the ball just short of his own 20. There's just over 12 minutes to go. Second tackle. White with a carry through the middle. Gives it to Focchetti. Excuse me, need to yawn again. Sorry. 5 line breaks each. Watson with a carry through the middle over his 40. Last tackle coming up for the Roosters. Short side right to Savala. Hasn't had much to do, but has looked, comfortable. Has looked fine. So Walsh recovers the ball over his own 10. Just takes a carry through the middle. They need to give him opportunities, making sweeping runs inside the middle third. You've got to get Walsh. Walsh trying to get some line breaks here. They've not really used him enough, actually. Just thinking about it. Selwyn Cobbo shifting right. Takes it over the 20. Now with Tony Staggs over the 30. You from the UK in the Super League I support St Helens and in the NRL I support Sharks? Yeah, I'm from the UK. I support Warrington Wolves. Not on topic, but thanks for the coverage yesterday on Devils vs Rhinos in Copenhagen. So, no, it's all right. Well, thanks for watching, Chris. I appreciate it. You're very welcome. You are very welcome. There'll be more Super League action today for Hull KR vs Wigan as well, if there's no coverage for that. And a few other games this weekend as well. Well, thank you, Chris. Tupou takes it on the full. Stopped on his own 10. So 10.5 minutes to go. 10-point lead for the Roosters. They play the ball on the 10. Smith, or Billy Smith, with the next carry. Second tackle. Sandon Smith to Robert Toya. Or is that Siwa Wong? No, it's Toya. They've got the same hairstyle. It's really confusing. Now it's with Butcher through the middle. So, failed HIA from Jesse Arthurs. That's unfortunate. They now go short side right to Savala. They'll probably just keep doing this all game now for the final 10 minutes. It's going to bounce once, then twice, 3, 4, 5 times. Recovered by Walsh inside his own 10. He's got to get a line break somewhere. He's got to. They need to put him in a good position for a line break. You haven't got time to just settle into sets. You got to go. You got to go now, Brisbane. I've got you to win. 13 plus. That's not going to happen, but I'll take you to win. So Shibasaki down the left side. Just short of the 30. 9.5 minutes to go. Hetherington with a carry through the middle. Come on, here we go now. Fourth tackle. Walters. Scoots. To Carrigan. Gets the offload to Walters. Hang on a minute. Payne Haas. Up to or close to the 30. Last tackle. Walters in centre field. Goes to his right to Reynolds. Engages the line. Out the back to Hunt. Here we go. Staggs. Ooh, gets the ball back inside. Hunt gets the ball off. Hang on a minute. Willison might have this down. I think he grounded it first, then lost it, then tried to ground it again. Do you have an NRL team you like to get behind or just watch? I've got a soft spot for Manly. I watched the NRL a lot. Like, I properly got back into it during the COVID year, and Manly's attack was incredible. Give that. Give that. Just give it. Oh, it's not going to be a try. No. Yeah, their attack in that COVID year was really something special. They had Des Hasler as the head coach. They looked great. They looked fantastic. Just so fun to watch. My favourite player is Keanu Kinney at the Titans. I love him. Absolutely love him. Because I just know, if I was his coach, if I asked him to do something, he's doing it. 100%. Without question. Full heart every time. That's what I just love watching him play. Been a Sharks fan for my whole life. Got behind Saints because of our Premiership winning fullback Ben Barber. Oh yeah, fair enough. That's fair actually. Benny Barber. I think some of the Saints fans still miss him as well. They would like him back, but I don't even know how old he is now. And so it's with Crichton. Up to their own 40. 8 minutes and 20 seconds to go. The Broncos got to start getting shifty now. Almost came up with points there. They play the ball on halfway. It's now with Savala on the last. Straight into the hands of Walsh. Hands it off to Cobbo. Shifting, hands it off to Shibasaki. Brought down on the 20. Was looking for an offload for a second. So 8 minutes to go. Brisbane got to get shifty now, boys. You got to find Walsh out the back. You got to get him involved somehow. They've not really used him properly, if I'm honest. Shibasaki with the next carry. Just short of the 40. Third tackle for Brisbane. Carrigan through the middle. Then Haas. Up to the 40 of the Roosters. And even more, up to the 30. Best prop in the world, by the way. That's what you're watching. Last tackle, centre field with Reynolds. Kicks the ball high. Decent chase there on this. Tedesco's up, takes it cleanly. Met by Walsh. Brought down inside the 10. So 7 minutes to go. Brisbane, you gotta get swifty now, boys. You gotta do something. Tupou over his own 10. Am I going to be wrong on both games today? I think I am. So Tedesco at dummy half. They now take it over the 30 with Radley through the middle. Willison and Carrigan bring him down. Fourth tackle for the Roosters. Watson to White. Takes a carry through centre field over his 40. Watson on his right to Savala on the last. Again, doing the same thing. Walsh recovers it just in front of his own try line. A lot of work for him to do. That's a good defensive line there from the Roosters. Drag back a little bit as well. It's a rough one now for the Broncos. Shimasaki. Walsh is absolutely knackered. They just need him for one run. One proper attempt at a line break down one of the edges. And then have a breather and then come back later on. Reynolds. Dinks a ball over the top. Hang on a minute. Katoni Staggs could get onto this one. Lets it bounce once, twice. Pushes the ball back inside. Backwards by the Roosters. There's a complete and utter mess recovered by the Roosters. Oh my God. Well, the Broncos needed to do something. It was close, but it's now with Hua Wong for the Roosters, just short of halfway. It was a good effort. It's now with Butcher on the halfway line. Third tackle for the Roosters. Tedesco takes a carry. He's had a few this game through centre field. 5 minutes to go. Fourth tackle. It's with White. Carries over the 30. And a bit of change as well. Plays the ball for Connor Watson. On the last. Goes Sandon Smith down the left. Drills the ball through. They'll like a 7-tackle set if they can get it. They will get a 7-tackle set. So that's really going to help Brisbane out. Even if they score, they've got a lot of work to do to score again. Let's have a look. I think we'll see DCE over here, or has he signed already? I'm not sure. I don't think he's signed anywhere yet. Is Victor Radley off to Saints, mate? I don't believe so. I don't believe there's anything to that. Now shifting with Walsh. Here we go. Then Gosevsky. Claiming a high shot maybe. Walsh at dummy half. Gives it to Carrigan in the middle. Now at the back to Willison. Over halfway. Third tackle. Just over 4 minutes to go. Let's go Brisbane. What you got? What you got in your locker? Carrigan. On the inside to Hetherington, I think that was. Almost gets a break. Up to the 30. Fourth tackle. 4 minutes to go. Shifting left with Hunt. Oh, what the hell was that? I think that's game over now. I think if they put up some points there, they could have maybe come back for some, a bit more. But that's it. Time off the clock. Roosters will see out this set. I think Broncos could score one try maybe in this time, but no, that's it now. That is game over. Broncos are such a solid team on paper. I don't understand why they struggle. Walsh, Staggs, Cobbo in their back line, and Haas and Carrigan in the front row. I don't know. I think there's been a real lack of intent to spread the ball early or in the middle third. Normally when they get Walsh on the sweeping runs, there's been a real lack of intent to do that. They just focus on trying to just keep running it home through the middle. Like, fair enough, there's a big forward pack, but, like, at some point, you got to move the ball, mate. You got to move the ball. So, 3 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Radley takes a carry through the middle. Watson at dummy half on the fourth. Goes right to White. No! The stream stopped working. No. Right, I've got it back. So there's an absolute mess. I don't know what's going on. Double knock on. Roosters have possession. Broncos challenging it. They got nothing else to do. So, Broncos claiming foul play. I think there is time to come back, but basically, if they get the ball back, they need to get it done now, like right now. So there's a leap from Walsh. So it's back by Tedesco, forward by Walsh. Unsuccessful challenge from the Broncos. So I think that's going to be game over for the Broncos. Still a bit of time left, but they've got an experienced halves pairing too, guiding the team across the park, so I really don't understand. Yeah, I don't get it either. A lot of Broncos won challenges this year. Yeah, they've won 2 today, which is not too bad. Not too bad. Most errors this season. Reece Walsh, 17. Sandon Smith is next with 10. Bloody hell. So it's a scrum for the Roosters, 15 metres out. 2.5 minutes to go. Brisbane might have just given up on this one. But we'll see. Just with White. And the ball comes loose. Recovered by Willison. Stripped out. And, yeah, the clock's still ticking. I think that's just all said and done now. Unless Brisbane somehow come up with an interception, then when they get the ball back, they just go balls to the wall. But I'm pretty sure that's it. Tedesco at the back of the scrum on the left-hand side. 1 minute, 40 seconds to go. They're on the 10. In centre field with Watson. Then to Butcher. Try scorer today. 1.5 minutes to go. Watson scoots from dummy half. I tell you what, though, the Roosters, they do have it in them to pull out these incredible performances once in a blue moon. They just come up with something. Now, the Broncos certainly know how to shit the bed, that's for sure. Who's better, Walsh or Wellesby? It's Walsh. It's Walsh. I took Storm, Panthers, Sharkies and Broncos to make top 4, but seem 3 of those teams are looking extremely unlikely. Yeah. Storm, you'd imagine. Sharks, I think the Sharks still have a chance. Based on the squad they've got, I think they can turn things around. The Sharks can still make it, and the Broncos can. Both of those 2 teams, the Sharks and the Broncos, need to fix up their consistency. That's the most important thing. That's my biggest concern with the Sharks, is if they want to be top 4, if they want to be at the very top, consistency. Because they lose to teams that they shouldn't be losing to. Sometimes the Sharks will play up to occasions, and they'll take on some of the best, but they'll lose games they just should not be losing. So it's now Broncos ball, 1 minute and 10 seconds to go. Go on, Brisbane. Come on, 2 tries now in a minute. Let's go. I want to see it. Hunt, across to Reynolds. Switches back to Gosevsky. So 1 minute to go. Walters to Payne Haas. Offloads to Walters. Eats up meters, up to the 40. Finally brought down, 45 seconds to go. Gosevsky at dummy half. Reynolds, Haas. Looking for an offload again, maybe. 35 seconds to go. 4th tackle. Plays it for Walsh. Then to Hunt down the right. Dinks the ball over the top. It's just not on at all. Tupou takes it on the full. Yeah, 25 seconds to go. Roosters in possession. Oh, well, Broncos, you've had good moments, but you've been quite disappointing today. Yeah, I'm quite disappointed with the Broncos, actually. Such a lack of intent to get Reece Walsh involved. Very flat. Give him some sweeping runs around the edges. Please, for the love of God, just once. Hooter Sounds, that's going to be full-time, folks. That is going to be full-time in this game. Let's have a look at the chat. What's happened to Panthers? Luai can't be that influential. I know what you mean, mate. I mean, maybe he was, but... So they lost Fisher Harris. Obviously, they already were without Crichton. Fisher Harris. Toto's not played a few times this year. Luai. Taruva's gone as well. Edwards has been injured a bit as well. So, I think when they get consistency back in the team, so when the backs are Edwards, McLean, Tango, Alamotti, Toto. Who'd you play at 6? I guess Talangi and then Cleary, whoever Cleary's more comfortable with at 6. Then they can start to build. They're not as potent through the middle as they used to be. I think they've got to focus less on beating up teams through the middle and more about their attacking structure. It might have to be a mindset shift. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Even last year, we were the team who beat Storm in Melbourne, but lost to Tigers, who once again won the spoon. Yeah, it's a weird one. There are some weird teams in this comp, and it makes predictions absolutely unbearable. Oh, let me tell you, right? Let me tell you about a bet I once placed a few years back. It would have been a massive win. A massive win of money. I predicted 8 winners from the NRL. I know the Broncos were playing the Raiders at home. They beat them. There was a bunch of games. Everyone that was a favourite won. I got 7 out of 8. Last game of the round. You ready for this? 5th place Eels against the 16th placed Bulldogs. The Bulldogs had the worst defence in the league. Eels had the 5th best attack. They were 5th in the table against 16th place Bulldogs last. This is before the Dolphins were in the competition. The Bulldogs battered them. And I lost my bet. It would have been a loss of money. Now, I could have cashed out for a lot of money. But the Eels just shit the bed completely. And since then, I've never been able to trust the Eels. Sydney will want to take this momentum to next week. Couldn't say the same about Brisbane. Yep, absolutely. I didn't expect to see Penrith struggle until at least 2028 or 2029. That's fair. BA Rain. Bahrain. I'm watching Bahrain practice, Formula 1. Para, yeah, let's all laugh at Para. Absolute bastards. How dare they? Right. So I'm just going to put in a couple ads into the stream. But I do want to say thank you very much to those that stopped by. It is greatly appreciated. Oh, Brad Arthur. I think so. I think, yeah, it was, yeah. Now at Leeds Rhinos, of course. Doing a decent job there. It's turning things around. Rowan Smith was the previous head coach. Got a bit of a tune out of them. Got them to a grand final, by the way. Over to the Paris Roubaix. Do you know what? I've got no idea what that means. You're going to have to educate me on that. If I were to go to the British Grand Prix again, I would miss Lee versus Wigan. Oh, that's a tough one, that. That's a tough call. See, I love my rugby league. I've missed... I had an Everton season ticket a while back, for 8 years. I missed the 3-2 comeback against Palace to stay up to go to a home game against Saints. That was the last game of the season for Everton. I missed that game specifically to watch Warrington at home against Saints. Oh, cycling. It's all the sports going on here. But, I mean... I don't know. The only thing I don't like about Silverstone is it's just so... It's too much rain. I just want a dry track at Silverstone. It's such a great race circuit. Because the rain gets on my nerves. Full potential cars at Silverstone, just is a delight. I'm pissed off though because Drugovic is filling in for Alonso. Alonso is who I follow in Formula One. I don't really care about teams. I only care about the team he's on because I want them to do well. But yeah, Alonso's not even driving right now. Anyway, last 3 times it's all been too warm or cloudy. Well, if you want the rain, enjoy. But yeah, I'm going to end the stream now and actually get some lunch. But everyone that stopped by, thank you very much. I am now correct with 1, incorrect with 2 games so far this week. Great. But I hope everyone has a great weekend. I will be back tonight for Hull Kingston Rovers versus Wigan Warriors. Take care, Chris. Thank you, Seb. Chris. Isa. It's probably Isa. Kings. Paul. For stopping by. And thank you, Paul, for the £1 donation as well. That is greatly appreciated. Yep, I'll see you later, Seb, for Wigan KR. That should be a hell of a game. And yeah, I will catch you later on. Have a great rest of your weekend. And I'll catch you later.